Today, Blare TV made a video entitled "Pie Girl Threatened to Dox Me and Rape My Girlfriend. Everything is just made up." The video begins with Blare accusing me of having a Letterboxd Alt to harass her and her girlfriend Paige. This is not me. It's clearly someone impersonating me. Paige asked me about it at the time, and I said it wasn't me. I also mentioned the alt to someone else where I told them I found it curious someone was impersonating me. Now, you might say, what if I'm just lying? But if I'm trying to hide it's me, why would I make an account called Pie Alt to do it? This is clearly someone trying to make me look bad. Blare then brings up emails from a throwaway Proton Mail email, which say a bunch of really terrible stuff. This isn't me. This, along with the Letterboxd Alt, is Paige role-playing with herself in an attempt to make me look bad. Her proof it's me is me saying it's me in DMs later, which are also faked, which I'll get into. Blare discusses me trying to relay information to her that Blare's been catfished by Paige. Yes, this happened because I was concerned about her and her safety. Blare has shown herself to Paige, and Paige was sending fake nudes to Blare, therefore taking advantage of Blare for nudes. Since I had done this before, I did not want Blare to go through this again, not to mention I had been in an abusive relationship, and I knew even Blare deserved to not be in an abusive relationship. This is why I contacted her via Jalen first. When Blare didn't want to hear the evidence she's being abused by Paige, I went to Dr. Sleepyhead, who I knew she would be more likely to listen to because they were close. Despite some people telling me to let Blare be abused because it's up to her to figure it out, I didn't relent and sent Blare a Google Doc through Jalen to prove it, which I did. In a server consisting of only me and Paige, who I had barely talked to in the preceding months since I had cut her off for being an insane person, I asked her whether Blare read the document to confirm she had read it. This is where the only real DM shown in Blare's video comes from. A few days later, after I had not interacted with Paige at all, I asked Paige through the server whether Blare had elaborated any further on the document. Paige told me Blare broke up with her and hates her. Wow, a job well done. I broke up an abusive relationship and saved Blare from being taken advantage of. A really nice thing to do to someone who abused you and let you stay in an abusive relationship, by the way. Literally later that day, after Paige had been speaking out about Blare being mad at her for catfishing her for nudes among other heinous shit, Paige posted a vent tweet about, "There's no way out of this unless I fucking die." Obviously, since Paige had been venting about arguing with Blare, I assumed this was about her breaking up with Blare. I replied to her with the LowTierGod Meme because, well, Paige abused Blare then got dumped. Rip Bozo plus L. The only way this could be twisted into something worse is, fake DMs. Almost every single DM in the video is fake. Like, that one I showed earlier is the only real DM between me and Paige, I think. Later in the video, Blare says this all happened, all these DMs, in a server that just had me and Paige in it, and that I deleted it.
On Tuesday, November 7th, what would have been day 8, this server that this was all allegedly happening on was deleted by Pie Girl.
Paige is very clearly lying here. She says she just noticed the server was gone. The server exists, however it's not deleted. Paige was banned from it because I didn't want to contact her. In fact, I banned Paige days before many of the alleged messages took place. Taking a look at the audit log, the only 2 times I've moderated the server was creating an invite and banning Paige on the 4th of November. That means I couldn't have deleted anything from the server. Let's take a look at the server DMs. Wow, where are the messages? Where are all of the DMs? Where is me threatening to dox Paige and Blare? Where is me making fun of a friend that killed herself? Where are those hilariously fake DMs of me sexually harassing Paige? They're not there because they never existed. Okay, so Blare says it happened in the server, but what if it actually happened in DMs and Blare got confused? Okay, here are my DM messages with Paige. The last time I messaged this account of hers was the 10th of September. I didn't delete any messages too because you can see in the list of DMs, it takes place all the way back here, between a message on the 24th of August and a message on the 27th of September. If you delete messages, your DM combo doesn't move up the list. Oh, Paige has another Discord account too, just to cover all my bases. The last time I DM'd that account was the 28th of September, until she friend requested me yesterday and I questioned her why. As I'd cut her off months beforehand, I blocked her right after she answered. Of course, all of this isn't even to mention I don't talk like this. Ask anyone who knows me, I don't talk like this at all. In the fake DMs, I routinely call her Paigey. Despite months ago me semi-regularly talking with her, I never called her Paigey once. All these fake sexting/sexual harassment DMs are also hilarious now, knowing that this was Paige roleplaying with likely an alt she made. Who talks like this? Certainly not me. I'm a huge sub after all. In one part of the video, Blare says Paige showed her one of my nudes. I don't even think is my nude, but I find it very, very interesting how Blare accessed what she believed to be my nudes through someone else without my consent. She did the same thing she got mad at me doing. Remember the months-long trauma Blare suffered because I looked at her nudes? Remember the months-long emotional trauma and abuse I suffered which Blare helped orchestrate as revenge for it? Well, Blair did the same thing to me. Something she calls sexual abuse in a 7-hour-long piece of shit video. Congratulations, Blair, you just destroyed your entire 7-hour video. And for what? For fake DM screenshots of dirt on me. This isn't the first time Paige has made false allegations against me and showed them to Blair. On the 2nd of August, Paige would make up a lie that I sent her an unsolicited nude, also attempting to gaslight me about it. I told her to stop being a manipulative psychopath and pressed her until she confessed she made it all up. Paige also lied to Blair about it, later admitting to her that she had made it up as well. The interesting thing about that is that Blair was so distraught that the allegations towards me were fake that she absolutely lashed out at Paige and claimed to be the victim of the whole situation. That's right, I was falsely accused of sending unsolicited nudes, and Blair was the one who claimed Paige abused her because Paige lied to her about me being a predator. Blair believing that this is her being abused and that she is the real victim is a slap in the face to actual abuse victims. That's right, Blair knew Paige had made up false allegations about me before. Blair knew this, yet decided to take Paige at her word again on false allegations. In fact, she once again believed false allegations of me sending unsolicited nudes to Paige. Remember in her last 7-hour-long video when Blair goes to all the effort to make sure she can prove all the DMs in that video were sent by me? How come she doesn't do that here? Why didn't Blair prove the account was me? It would have been very easy to prove it. I proved all these DMs are fake after all. Look, Blair or Paige, if you want to prove those DMs are real and sent by me, do it. Come on. You can't do it after all because, well, it's fake. Remember, despite all Blair had done to hurt me, I dropped everything to save her from an abusive relationship where she was being catfished. But that's not the only time I put my morals above everything else in regards to Paige. Once, Paige sent me a face dox of Blair, something I know Blair wants private. I immediately told Paige to take it down, for her to never do it again, that she was fucked up for doing that, and that I disavowed it. While the DMs from that time are gone due to us deleting them a week later for her to send screenshots to Blair, here's me arguing with Paige a little over a week later, where I mention what I did at the time, something she concedes to. I also told a friend at the time about it, further corroborating this taking place. While Paige and Blair portray me as some kind of psychopath, doesn't all of this prove I have a moral fibre and that all that weird fake DM stuff is not in character at all? Obviously it does, because unlike Paige and Blair, I'm not a manipulative weirdo. I'm absolutely disgusted that Blair would make these wild fake allegations against me with no proof. Blair also attempts to cancel me and get everyone to cut me off because of this.
No one with consistent morals or with care about their image is ever going to support you ever again. And if you do still have connections and friends after this gross display, you won't for much longer, because I'll spread this around and make sure everyone knows just how much of a disgusting piece of human garbage you are.
Blair, this is worse than I'm Alex. This is worse than all these dramas when someone has been falsely accused of something. This is fucked up. You accused me of such things as rape threats, dox threats, unsolicited nudes, pressuring someone to cut themselves, making fun of a dead friend, sending cringe messages. How anyone could treat you seriously after this is insane. You were one of the most dishonest, disgusting people on the internet. Talking about lies and false allegations, I'm coming out with 2 videos very soon. One is a debunking of much of the false allegations surrounding the February 22 stuff in the video by Haha Yeah, and one is a full response to Blair's 7-hour-long video. Those should be out in a couple weeks. See ya.